Hello. Hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here in 65 days here to take your political questions out of the chat. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers to keep us safe. And I'll bet this sounds messed up. Let me close that. Does that help? We have epic troll slayers, and we have a fantastic community because of you, because of how kind you are. So thank you. So, happy birthday, Elflower. Yes, happy birthday. And a belated happy birthday to Jen Lynn. So, okay. Boy, have we got stuff to do today. I don't have all the questions in order, but we're just gonna start at the top. We're just gonna work our way through. We're gonna bounce around from topic to topic. Oh my goodness gracious! Thank you. Ricky says, and the star of the show, the inspiration behind the Fleetwood Mac classic song, "Don't Stop." Don't stop believing, sweetie. Okay, I don't think he has stopped believing. Yeah. And yes, that is a banana. Like the GOP. BANANAS. Cheryl Clark says there's a lot going on. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, everybody. Okay. He's a kitty. All right, so before I get sidetracked into showing you a cute picture of Bailey from earlier today, boo-boo. It's 2 minutes. Let's just jump in. 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. All right. And that's why I have a banana here, because my stomach's growling. Okay. I don't know that there's much to read on here, except is this going to be don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Thank you. That was it. Don't stop believing's journey. Sorry. You're right. Okay. Tennessee florist refuses, you ready for this? To service the Republican National Committee. Florist, go find another one. You don't get, you're not getting flowers from us. No, I don't care how much you offer. And it is specifically because of their gun policy. So the whole, you can refuse service to someone because of your beliefs, and yeah, fine, okay. Toodaloo. Rob D, yes. Banana for scale to measure the monkey business we read on every day. Yes. So is this going to be an including thing? Because apparently on the other side, they're now, someone's come out with an app, an anti-woke app, whatever that is. Yes, D, yes. Taste, medicine. Susan says, I love florists. Oh, yeah. Good for you. This is going to become an ongoing thing. As the right just becomes more extreme and more extreme and more and more and more and more and more, it's like, slow your roll. I'm not doing business with you. Yeah. Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Higher Wisdom. See, these Republicans who think they're sitting pretty, and of course, Christians are under attack in this country. It's like they're being rounded up, and put in camps practically. Please. But they're sitting pretty. And so everything should go on the way it's going, except things should be better for them and their beliefs and what they want. And it's like, no. Out in the cold. Bye. Well, we'll sue. Don't care. You started this. You don't want to lay in this bed. You shouldn't have made it. Yeah. We are not going to go into a full-scale civil war. We're just not. But there will be a low-key, not a high-key civil war. There might be a low-key civil war, which is a non-violent, well, not completely non-violent, considering they take away women's rights, but yeah, anyway, not the same. But Roxy says, remember separation of church and state? Ah, yes, I remember those days, so long ago. Yes, K. Rubio, tit for tat Republicans. Sheila R., I love that expression. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Yes. Ricky says, of course Christians are being rounded up and put in camps. They're called revival tents. Oh, Page of Wands. 10 of Cups. Five of Cups. Empress. Across America, people live in their lives. People who believe in religious freedom, people who believe in human rights, and they're trying as hard as they can to kick those down. And America's just like, you can't bring us down. You can have your message, your messenger, you can do whatever, but this is minor arcana and we're bigger than you. We have more people than you. This whole silent majority. No, we are the majority. So sit down. Yeah. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you in the, yeah. Try not to get shot. It's the bed you made. Thank you, Lady Eva. All right. So, like I said, we're bouncing around a little bit. So we're actually at 8:15. We're actually moving on to a Clarence Thomas question. So, it's so hot in here and the AC's on and my eyes are just like drying out. Okay, I'll be all right. Do you remember? Okay, so recently we've been talking about Clarence Thomas and Harlan Crow. Taking him on these lush, lavish, half a million dollar trips and stuff, right? Well, it turns out in 2014, Clarence Thomas's real estate sale is a clear violation of government ethics laws. He sold, I think it was his mother's house and 2 nearby empty lots for like $130,000 to Harlan Crow. And on the paperwork he turned in where it says, who did you sell it to? He left that blank. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Because the next question I have is about Justice Roberts. Like, come on. But right now, are you going to get in trouble? not disclosing who he sold it to. Rose blue. DOJ asked for an investigation. I hope so. Man O'Day. Insult to injury. Yeah. I do what I want. I don't care what you think. I can make whatever contracts I can do. I can blow through regulations for you little people. The arrogance of these people just floors me. 6 of Cups. Oh, my ears are burning. Both of them. Oh, man, this is not going to go well for him. This isn't going away. Doxy Mom says the sale was notarized by a Supreme Court staffer. I do. Really? Really? Six of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, Emperor. There's more. There's more. That's what this is saying. Entertainment only, YouTube. But this is saying, my friendship. Well, we just keep things little, on the down low over there. There's a lot more that he will be on the defensive for, but he doesn't even come up as the Justice card. It's the Emperor. This man's excuse me, I'm so sorry. Felder, that's it exactly. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And he believes law doesn't apply to me. I make the law. I'm here for life. I do whatever I want. There are no ethics rules that apply to me. I can be bribed up one side and down the other, because I'm better than you. Well, guess what, Spiff? This is the United States of America. We don't do that here. No. Certainly not with Pluto and Aquarius. Hierarchy? Yeah, that was Pluto and Capricorn. This is Pluto and Aquarius. This is the collective where everyone's on the same level. Also entering the age of Aquarius. So you can come down off your throne now because it's not a throne. 13 minutes in. Where was the thing about Justice Roberts? There it is at 13, 15. Is Justice Roberts going to do something about SCOTUS ethics and Clarence Thomas, etc.? Because on some level, even though he's like, oh, we don't need ethics laws on the Supreme Court. We don't need them. So he's useless. At the same time, he knows that the stench of corruption coming off the Supreme Court damages the Supreme Court in a massive way. And Roberts actually, in the past at least, has had some fear that if the Supreme Court was ignored enough, if they lost their reputation so badly, there may come a point at which they start being ignored. And you might think, well, the law enforcement would enforce the laws. It's like, but what if they decide they don't want to? Court doesn't have any, they can't enforce anything. Shay Laughter says, I'm an Aquarius sun, Cancer moon, and rising. I know, I feel, and I care about the collective. Guaranteed I'm feeling Pluto and Aquarius and loving it. Everyone, I love that. And also, hello, fellow Cancer Moon. Would you like a blanket? Cup of cocoa? Sheila R says his fear is coming true. Yeah. On the defensive, on the right. What did you expect? What did you expect? King of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. Devil. Corruption. Right in the center of the court. 8 of Pentacles. Page of Swords. And earlier on, where was it? It was about a cascade effect. There was someone saying that there could also be a cascade effect where it's time to look at the other justices' finances. True. I'm afraid I didn't. I'm afraid I couldn't find it to give you credit. Sorry. Dr. Nancy says, Cancer Moon here. Hello. Oh, Kathy Lamson, Cancer Moon. Hello. You guys are awesome. Shay Laughter says, yes, please step inside. Make yourself comfortable. I have your favorite tea. Cocoa. Yeah. Are your toes warm? All right. This would be the other judges in the judicial system have ethics laws they have to live by. And there's no getting around it. This, we don't have to in the Supreme Court. This is garbage. And Clarence Thomas and maybe some others have just gone to town. And they are acting like spoiled children. Oh, it's a candy jar. I'm just going to go eat out of the candy jar whenever I want. They're taking the power, the gravitas of the judge here, and they're just swinging their swords around. I do what I want. I make money. I make huge amounts of money. Man, Kelly B says, I'm all Cancer here. I'm an emotional wreck. If it wasn't for autumn, I'd be crying under a rock. You're very sweet. Lucky girl, I believe is a double Cancer, Sun, Moon, too. So, yeah. If you don't like being, for lack of a better term, mothered, nurtured, creature comforts. Are you okay? Do you need something? Can I get something for you? Do you need a drink? If you can't stand being around someone whose love language is to do for, this might not be the channel for you. This might not be the group for you, because that's what Cancer Moon does. And that is my love language. What can I do for you? Love Jalous, same says, I'm a Leo. Awesome. We need some of that good energy here. All right. What are you going to do, Roberts? Because this is ridiculous. This can't go on. Ah, cards down. Help. Hemmed in, worried, sleepless nights. It's going to be something when you say that when Justice Roberts and the other, they're saying that the Supreme Court, they don't need ethics rules. No. There's a whole other thing here that feels like, yeah, but what if you broke what if you broke actual laws? You still work for the government. And what are people going to think about the Supreme Court when suddenly you've got one or more justices who are about to be taken to court? Failure to disclose, potential bribery. Yeah, Roberts, you might want to rethink your stance. You better, I would highly recommend meeting decency halfway. Rose Blue says, it's a sword sale. It has been. Shay Laughter says, I have my Cancer moon in my 12th. It's hard sometimes because I don't know why I'm emotional. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you feathered your nest. Robert has too, to some extent. There he is, King of Swords again. Legal decisions. Hanged Man. Your decisions are suspect. Yeah, this is not going away. This is not going away. Now, what is Roberts actually going to do? I'm getting pressure I'm feeling pressure from the outside. Hello, lucky girl. I thought you wouldn't mind me telling people you're a double Cancer because you've said it in publicly before. So, King of Pentacles. This is not your you didn't get this job to sit around with your expensive cigars with the super rich people just raking in bribes in kind. 3 of Wands, Knight of Swords. They're waiting. They're waiting for their ship to come in. But while they're waiting for the ship to come in, this is aggressive law enforcement, and this is evidence being collected. I don't have Roberts here. I've got pressure from the outside coming in. About time. Okay. Roxy says, how can anyone trust their decisions going forward? Yeah. Okay. Lucky Girl says, yep, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, nothing but emotions. You guys are awesome. Lori Kimmerl, who corrupted who? Jenny or Clarence? They're different people. Jenny's in cloud cuckoo land, and I don't say that lightly. I mean, she is so far divorced from reality. She has been in a cult before, and now she's basically just found another one of sorts. And Amy Jones says, you sure were right about the Pentagon documents leaker. Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. All right. Yeah, Deborah Johnson. Now we know why they ruled corporations are people, and they don't care about bribe politicians. Exactamundo. All right. So, in the era of corruption on the right, kids at work. Multiple states are now trying to ease child labor laws. Big, dangerous jobs. If you want a job before you're 16, you don't need a permit. If your family owns a logging business, you should be able to work there as a child. It's supervised by your parents. Yeah, there's no danger in logging. No. Of course not. And the laws that have been put into effect, I heard recently that one of the immigrants' children who was 14 worked in meat processing or meat slaughtering. It was one or the other. It was really bad. And it was ordered that this kid, they needed to get this kid out of there. Months later, kid's still there. Just laws don't apply to me. They just apply to those people. Slaughterhouse, Rose Blue. Thank you. Maggie, who says, I thought child labor was federal territory. Not according to Hucka Sanders and others. Who was that jerk the other day who was talking about how it should be okay for 12-year-old girls to marry adults? Or 12-year-old girls should be able to marry? And when the Democrat called him out on it, he said, well, there are 12-year-old girls who got married, women who got married at 12 years old, and I know it works because they're still married. And now he's complaining about the backlash. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with these people? What do you think? I have to buy a new shirt because yesterday, you clawed big holes in my shirt. But I love you so much. It's okay. I have to wait for a sale. You're so good. Precious. Okay. Yes, I need to buy a new shirt now, but I have to wait for a sale. Yes. He's a good boy. He's a boo-boo. All right. Ann says Senator Mike Moon from Missouri. Wow. Oh, and people are saying he was lying. I hope so. Moon from Missouri. There's a bad moon over Missouri. Yeeks. Yeah. Oh, Lois McDonald saying boo-boos and kitty break. Yay. Sandy Miller said, my granddaughter said, Getty. All right. So kids at work. States easing child labor laws. What the heck? I don't even have down here how in Arkansas they want to get rid of segregation laws. Get rid of desegregation laws because they want to force public schools into charter schools, money making. And they can't do that if there are anti-segregation laws. Sorry, there are anti-segregation laws. I'm getting confused. Racist garbage. How about that? There are things to stop racist garbage. There are laws in place to stop that, and they want to get rid of those. Oh no, it's just school choice. Yeah, that's what equality means. Doesn't matter what your skin color is or whether you're rich or poor, you can still go to school, a good one. Yeah. And since of course they do so, they can put up their whites only signs. Oh God. The day that happens, I'm going to explode. I'm going to lose my marbles. Disappointment, they can't seem to knock down all of these non-Christian things. Yeah, really? I was raised Catholic. As everyone here knows, I was raised Catholic. I'm not Catholic anymore, but I was raised Catholic. And these non-Christian things that you're talking about, you when it comes to what Jesus actually taught, you have lost the plot. Just saying. Yeah, Alexander Bellino, are we living in the twilight zone? Three of Swords. Oh yeah, children. Oh yeah. Segregation in school, perfectly legal. But do they really need to be in school when they could be working, like it's the Industrial Revolution. Give them half of one day off. Laws that just break hearts, ruin lives. These jobs are dangerous. These kids can't consent, and I don't care if their parents say, "Oh yeah, he or she they can go do that dangerous job." No. This child is in danger, and they cannot consent. Temperance, fool. They're taking away a woman's right to choose when she has children or not. And then when she has children, no care, school lunches, affordable health care. No, none of that. Mm-mm. And now, yeah, those little paupers, they should be sent off to work. Children. Childhood stolen. But there are people fighting back against this. Wow. Okay. Cat hair. Okay. At 32. Thank you for going to the news with me, because I sometimes I feel like the whole top of my head is just going to go poof. Okay, 30 to 30. So I want to read about this, not just this particular thing, but in general. Another GOP congressman, a GOP congressman has introduced a bill that would punish Alvin Bragg for investigating Trump. I think it was Biggs, something like that. Briggs, whatever the heck his name is. But will Congress manage to throw a big wrench in the works of Alvin Bragg, criminally bringing down Donald Trump? I like that thread of hope. They must like losing. King of Wands. Oh, for the Fiera. Seek help. Seek help. I have no patience for fascists. None. Biggs, Andy Biggs. Thank you, Kathy Lamson. Thank you. Fool. 6 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Strength. 9 of Pentacles. No, they're not going to manage it. They're trying every far right thing they can in every way they can think of, but it's just not going to work. They're not going to face any real sanction for it. They're not. I haven't been picking up on, oh gosh, he's going to regret bringing this up. I haven't picked up any of that, but it doesn't work because we're strong. System is stronger than they think. Vile. Anyway, okay, next. Do we want to watch Lauren Boebert? Probably not. Nah. 35 minutes in. Lauren Boebert is angry. Yelling. She's yelling. No, I'm serious. Lauren Boebert is yelling during a hearing with Twitter execs and Twitter 1.0, and as she calls it, and how they shadow banned her personal account because of a joke about Hillary Clinton. That would have come in front of you. Did you ban my thing? No, not that I recall. Then the answer is yes. Oh, Thread of Hope says, I think this is an older news story. Oh, is it? Oh, gosh. Let me have a quick look. Thank you for letting me know. Boebert. Fox defamation trial. Haha. We are going to read on that. Clarence Thomas, child labor. Growing rift in the Republican ranks about birth control. We're going to read about that. And suddenly I'm not seeing it. It was here. Well, let's check in with Boebert, shall we? Actually, let's not check in with Boebert. Let's check in with McCarthy. 37. I will take your word for it that it's older. There are rumors that McCarthy might be about to get yeeted out of the speakership. Is McCarthy the weakest speaker in history about to get yeeted out of his speakership? Oh, wow. Cheryl Clark says, I live next to the ocean in Maine. Oh, wow. Scudic Point? I can't remember. But my aunt, uncle, niece, two cousins, three cousins, and my grandmother on my mom's side all lived up in Maine. So February 8th, 2020. February 2023. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. All right. So McCarthy. 38:30. All right. Is McCarthy? There are rumors. So is McCarthy about to get yeeted? Goodbye, you big jerk. Thank you for wasting our time with 14 ballots that you lost. You tried and failed to get the speakership 14 times before getting it on the 15th time. At the full moon, coincidentally. For those of us who believe in astrology, not coincidental. But, okay. Thread of Hope says, come on, cards, show me McCarthy getting the boot. Ooh, very, very dodgy energy. Unbalanced. Page of Pentacles. It only takes one person to call for his removal, and they have to vote. Wheel of Fortune. It was a matter of time. It is a matter of. Okay, I'm getting this in past tense. It's odd. This setup. This is just a matter of time. These are the cult members, the extremists. 10 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, he's begging. he's running around trying to give people anything they want. that he can possibly give them. He's holding on by the skin of his teeth. Lisa says the debt ceiling is going to bring McCarthy down. Kathy Lamson says, but who would replace him? Someone awful? Rose Blue says, Autumn, be ready for more rounds for another? Don't know. Kelby, do you think that, do you get that Scalia will be next? Oh, we could read on that tomorrow. Just throw it in the chat before I come on, please. Please, oh please. All right. McCarthy's, he's there right now, but it's, oh my gosh, it's shaky. Shaky. Yeah, Dave. GM Dave, exactly. Speaker with a kill switch. Oh, click. You're not a speaker anymore. Bye-bye. On the defensive. There are other Republicans who would be quite unhappy with those covfefe swilling jerks on the far right. But Six of Cups, and again, this is Democrats over on their side of the house, just sitting there. Three of Pentacles, Fool. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. I liked your question about the debt ceiling. 42. Will the debt ceiling fight bring down McCarthy? I over time, I'm getting better at typing quickly with into these nails. If I don't have nails on, I type very quickly, but yeah. All right, so you mediocre jar of mayonnaise. So is the debt ceiling fight that you are being absolutely pathetic about? Because they thought they could just go. He thought he could just go in there and make hay out of whatever the Democrats wanted, and he could just point out this is awful, and he wouldn't have to put up or shut up. Okay, what's your budget? Well, suddenly it's Diane H. I've got my questions for today, everybody. But please throw your questions in the chat before I come on, and I'm on every single day. So please, I'm reading on this because it's related. Debt ceiling fight, is that going to be your downfall, McCarthy? Oh, he's running around trying to be everything to everybody. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Hanged Man, Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Far right really. I mean, this sounds ridiculous, but the far right really would rather the U.S. defaults on all of our debts and it destroys the economy because they think it'll hurt Biden. I'm serious. They are. Talk about un-American. These people, it's like you don't. Okay. I've said this before. I'll say it again. The reason I am a Democrat, and I'm very open about that. The reason I'm a Democrat is because Democrats, in general, believe in civilization. You take care of the weakest. You keep yourself and those you care about safe. You put in reasonable laws to temper the extremes. I don't know, gun laws? Put in some decent, common sense gun laws. What a shock. children starving. Let's feed them. That's part of civilization. That's what civilization does. Care about our environment so that we don't have all of these storms causing all this destruction, because we're a part of civilization and we care about the future. We care about our tribe, and our tribe isn't the entire 340 million people in our country. Whereas these jerks are in it for themselves. And as long as there are people beneath them, like with MTG, as long as there are people beneath them, then they're okay with that. But they better not get something. You were born with so many spoons. But yeah. Level playing field might took us. Okay. 46:15. Now, I'm going to agree with exactly one thing I'm going to agree with Donald Trump about. This question is about a rift is growing in the Republican Party over birth control. Thank you, lucky girl. Thank you. Okay, so there's a growing rift in the Republican Party over birth control. So you never want to be in power again? Is that how? Yeah, okay. Donald Trump said that we need to stop focusing on this. He was like, Republicans, we need to do not try to lessen or weaken or destroy Social Security, women's rights to choose, certainly birth control. Don't do these things. We will lose. And it's like, oh, wow. A stopped clock is right twice a day. I'm agreeing with Donald Trump, who has no moral center, but who understands enough to know that Republicans are just shooting themselves in the foot. Darren says $8.99 a dozen. Dozen what? Oh, you guys are talking about eggs or something? So, all right. So is that the next big thing, Republicans? As you're destroying women's lives and taking away their choices and taking away their human rights? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alexander Bellino. One time they don't listen to him. Yeah. Oh, Betty Cantrell saying it was 45 who put the judges in there, the justices in there. Oh, no. Now that he's out, he's got just a tiny bit of his political, not know-how, instincts going. That's it. If he was still in power, no, you do whatever the far right wants so you stay in power. He's not. He can't get out from underneath his narcissism enough to fully listen to what people want. Because it has to be what he wants. But keep in mind, there's a lot of talk that, let's just say, he was very involved in women's reproductive choices over the years. Since somebody doesn't act safely, I know some people have little ears around, so that's all I'll say. The star. So, are you idiots really gonna? You're really going to you're really gonna die on this hill, huh? Emperor, patriarchy. 10 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, Yeah, they're going to try. They're not done with their extremism yet. No, they're still pushing whatever they can get away with. Like teenagers, going to just push the envelope, push, limits, push. Patriarchy will, this dying gasp of this level of patriarchy. And then it's okay, come vote for us, waiting for our ship to come in so we can be rich and powerful and we can control things and we can. And says the anti-abortion group think they have won and want to go all the way. Quite a few of them, not all, but quite a few. They're going to keep trying, but this is them like, okay, we're the voters. They're going to pour out for us. Oh, there are going to be voters pouring out. Are these jerks going to get electorally bumped? Metaphorically only. Chariot. So ways, the thing is a lot can happen between now and November 5th of next year. World, Queen of Swords, Page of Cups. I'm getting an emphasis on here to the next election, and it's not over. But yes, there are definitely going to be a lot more women voting, a lot more people strongly voting against Republicans. But alas, I'm getting these jerks. They're going to just keep finding ways. We're just going to have more conversations where it's like, okay, they've introduced a bill or they've just passed a bill in X red state that has made Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge, their national hero. Judy Barr says, Autumn, I love it when you say you really want to hook your wagon. Does that star? Okay. Yeah, this is, Cheryl Clark. Yes, and Florida's drowning. Yeah. The way things are going, about half of Florida is going to end up glug. So, all right, 53. Oh, this should be good. Okay. So, the Dominion lawsuit against Fox News, Fox Corp. Analysts are saying that Fox News is in for a brutal ride at next week's Dominion trial. Also, it turns out that Murdoch has refused to say that, no, he doesn't take part in the day-to-day operations, or he doesn't have control, or he's passed control off to some. No, he has refused to say that, which means he's on the hook. Matter of fact, he's also seriously avoided any talk of who will actually take over for him when he's gone. So, Fox News, the Dominion trial. How's the Dominion trial going to go for you? Oh, I'm getting a mental image of us eating popcorn. Is it going to be televised? Honestly, I don't think it is. But is it? Do you know? Is the Fox Dominion trial going to be televised publicly? King of Wands. Yeah, all to protect Trump. Oh, wow, did you pick the wrong horse? Cheryl Clark says those tapes are, yeah, very, very damaging. Yeah. Two of Swords. Empress. Lewis McDonald says it won't be televised. Sorry, Lois. I'm so sorry. I just read it too quickly. It won't be televised on Fox. Okay, I understand. Sorry. All right, Two of Swords, Empress, Temperance. Oh boy, Sun, Lovers. This is all major arcana. All this. This is their legal decision. America. This is America. This is Temperance. Things coming to light. Things a bright sunshine on these matters of their extremist views over here, and they're lying. M. Kelby says if all these trials are televised, we'd be having too much fun. I know. I agree with you. It should be public, but I don't know, and apparently you guys haven't heard either, if this is going to if this can be made public. Betty Cantrell says nonstop lying. Actually, I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna. They've been lying, but on the trial, I don't think they're going to be able to get away with it. But yeah, nonstop lying is how they, day ending and day. It's kind of how they live and breathe. So, Fox News, are you going to be tempered after this? Page of Pentacles. Betty Cantrell says, yes, I agree they won't lie in court. Excellent. Yep. Page of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Strength. It's quite a burden. That is quite a burden, and what they're up against, it's not going to go well for them. And that is not them being in power. Because of things they've done in the past. They're up against facing reality, facing decency. Kathy DeLana says, I could get addicted to Schadenfreude. Thread of Hope says a judge ruled Dominion can have more discovery time after those tapes were found, all on Fox's dime. Mm-hmm. Tracy Graber says, according to Vanity Fair, the trial won't be televised. Okay, thank you. All right, last card on the Dominion trial against Fox. Ace of Wands. The arrogance. Fox's arrogance. Have you guys been listening to the Maria Bartolomeo? I can't remember. Have you been listening to the tapes they're coming out with that she's on? Talking to Rudy and all this other stuff. All right, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. As they're working, they're going to be thinking about legal consequences. Still a far-right messenger, but if they want, because they still need to play to their base in order to make money, and they'll find ways to be underhanded. But none of this is major arcana, so they will take it down at least a notch and run more things past lawyers and not be so quick to flat out lie so quickly, but they'll still be heinous and awful. So, okay. Kelly B's hoping Tucker Carlson takes a stand, and I saw that earlier too. I'm sorry, I should have said something then. But to give you credit, I want to give you guys credit for what you say. All right, 1 hour 30 seconds. I think this is kind of what we were talking about earlier in general, but I'm just going to pull 3 cards on this because the title was Republicans are barreling toward unmitigated political disaster, and this isn't Trump. These are other people, and I just want 3 cards on, is the Republican Party, for whatever reason, are they headed toward unmitigated political disaster? Of course, depending on where it is. I mean, if it's state stuff in a red state, but nationally. Bartiromo, thank you, John, thank you. Six of Swords. Hierophant. Queen of Wands. 2 of Cups. First of all the stuff about corruption and Trump and all that, that's not going to help. That's not going to help Republicans. But this institution where they're more and more extreme, this isn't even, a group of Republicans like a Queen of Pentacles. This is the group of the far right, Wands. And that's them having power, taking away rights. And so Cups are Democrats, and this is a card of partnership. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, you can go away. I'm voting Democrat. I'm voting blue. Yeah. Because especially young people who are going to come out in droves is what it feels like. So you did it to yourself. And speaking of whether or not how Republicans are going to fare in the future, at 102.45, 102.45, Democrats plan to make Ron DeSantis' life miserable everywhere he goes, like he does to everybody else. Yeah. So will it be effective? It makes sense that DeSantis would be the Republican candidate for president in 2024. I'm just not getting that energy. He flames out is what it feels like. Hello, Sheila, Inquisitive Tarot. All right. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. Bless you, good boy. Yes, put DeSantis on the defensive for his far right-wing garbage. Yep. Sheila Inquisitive Tarot says, I have the same feeling. No to Satan. Yeah. Magician. 7 of Swords, King of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Oh, the energy, it just slow decline. He's stood up in his own state to take away people's rights and be absolutely horrible. Right in the center, I've got Democrats. Right there, this is this in a 5-card spread like this. It's a card in the center that's the most powerful, and it's Democrats. And he has a plan to move forward, but this energy, it's just a plan, and there's a bully, and it's just a page, and it's not major arcana. It's not. It just goes Just rub. Ooh, slide. I'm kidding. And it couldn't happen to a bigger jerk because it would be hard to find a bigger jerk. Alrighty. Felder Ray had a question about the document leaker. I don't know that there's a lot I can read on with that, to be honest. They got him, which is good. Okay, 105.45. 105.45. And of course, why are the Republicans saying that it's fine what he did? Is it to try to protect Trump? I mean, what the heck? But they're trying to say it wasn't shared and it was, I mean, it's stupid stuff. So, all right, is the government basically, are they going to make an example of this guy? Are they going to make an example of this guy? And it says something that he's in the National Guard and he wasn't arrested by MPs. You're in trouble. you're in just a little trouble. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you shouldn't have had those things. This is a big thing. Earth sign. Ace of Wands. Hanged Man. Temperance. Queen of Wands. Ace of Cups. Yes and no. I think they are going to make an example of him, but not completely unreasonably. And then the right's still going to be ridiculous. But this is what he did. And then the result is, let's just say the other side rains on his parade. He's in big trouble, not unreasonably. So he's not going to get a slap on the wrist. But the right's probably going to turn him into some kind of martyr, living martyr. Man. Oh boy. Okay. So it is 1:31 p.m. here in Chicago, and I have read on all the questions. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for going through the news with me. I really, really appreciate it because this is icky. Oh, and anybody who didn't see the nails, I just want to show it at the end. And thank you for your patience with me today because I really, everything just fell apart. But I made it, and we went through the questions, and there are good days ahead. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. There are. All right. In an hour and a half, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. It's today Sarah's day off, so it'll just be me. But we'll be there, and I'm working on my business plan and some covers. So, all right. I'll see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm just sending you all this good energy. All right. Take care, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.